Two teams with rich FA Cup history.
First blood of the match went to Roger Hunt.
It was good! A wonderful goal!
For one club, the chance to embrace it.
Great day for Merseyside.
It's Chelsea history.
To celebrate it.
Look at the sheer joy on that man's face.
Claim FA Cup glory.
That's the one, I think. Oh, and yes, it's there by Keegan. What a moment in the cup final.
Didier Drogba. It's wide for Chelsea, surely.
One chance, one goal, one very, very special forward. Yes!
Ian Rush yet again.
Di Matteo has scored.
He has won the cup for Liverpool.
All by himself.
It's the colour.
The double belongs to Kenny Dalglish and Liverpool.
Chelsea have won the cup.
Shout loud and proud.
Vintage Liverpool, yes, Chelsea's day. It's a year of plenty for Liverpool. Blue ribbons on the FA Cup.
Season ends with gold and silverware.
The year is ours.
Can't wait to get started. Kick-off just a quarter of an hour away now. Meanwhile, down on the pitch, we see the Baco Foil Festival Dance Troupe in action down there. Must be jolly hot in those suits, even though it is a somewhat chilly day out there. Oblivious to all of this will be the players in their dressing rooms. What's going on in there now, Roy?
Well, they should be no doubt looking forward to it. That's why you play the game, to win trophies. I know over the last 1 or 2 years there's been interesting teams trying to finish third or fourth in the Champions League. But listen, it's about winning trophies for big clubs like Liverpool and Chelsea. And when you're a player, you're looking forward to it. And really, I think it's been a long day with the 5:15 kick-off. They just want the whistle to go on and get ready.
Gordon, when you were there with Southampton, I suppose, is it an advantage or a disadvantage that you're basically, disrespecting Southampton but dealing with players who won't be used to cup finals? It's a different team talk with this lot because they've all played in big games. They've all played here, I would have thought.
I couldn't tell you because I never actually managed a team that's expected to win a game of football. Mine was right. Whatever happens, we don't get a right good doing here.
Yeah.
I actually had to pick a side to make sure in the first 60 minutes that we didn't get over on a great Arsenal side. So I had to pick a side that could last an hour without scoring a goal against us. Unfortunately, scored within about 15 minutes. But so that the team talk would be a bit different. I think these guys, I don't think there's much you can say about it because they know each other that well, the two teams and everything else. And I think I don't think it'll be a tactical game at all. I just think that, and I'm just hoping that good players will win it on the day.
Which both sides have, don't they? Both sides have match winners. I think we'd all have Chelsea as favourites for the game, but when you've got a side with Gerrard, Bellamy, Suarez, you've got people that can go and win that game for you. I think the concern for Liverpool would be two of the boys that maybe aren't so used to playing big matches, Henderson, Spearing, who, this is a big occasion for them.
But I keep coming back to this. Liverpool lose today, the season is over. End of story. Chelsea lose today, the season's just getting started in a way. The biggest game for many of their careers is 2 weeks away. That's got to be an advantage for Liverpool, that extra bit of desire. Is it, or is that just too much pressure?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Sorry, Gareth. I really don't think so. I've been fortunate. When I was at Aberdeen, you win a European Cup. You just go for every game. You want to win that. It's pride now. Forget what's coming next week. You just don't want to get beat today. That's for sure. And you've got a family turning up to see you. You don't want to let them down. You want to win things every game you play.
Chelsea also got beaten 2-0 at home to Newcastle in the week, so they want a response from that. And as I said before, Terry and Ramirez, they're not going to Munich to play. So for them, this is the be-all and end-all. And I think that's important.
Right.
Yeah, again, let's not make excuses. Both sets of players and for the both clubs, they'll be desperate to get their hands on that FA Cup. We've seen how difficult it is to win trophies over the last few years for a lot of the big clubs. So it's your opportunity. Forget about last week and next week. Live in the day and try and win the cup for your club.
Again, we see tribute paid to Fabrice Muamba, and I'm sure you heard the announcer there pay a well-deserved tribute and thanks to all the medical staff who saved him, and we're all delighted to see him here today. He gets the well-deserved round of applause from the Liverpool and the Chelsea fans. Fantastic scenes. It wouldn't be an FA Cup final without Abide With Me. When I was a kid, I'd get annoyed and impatient with this hymn-singing business. Now it's clear the cup final wouldn't be the cup final without it. Abide With Me, sung by Mary Jess Leverland and the band of the Blues and Royals.
the talented young Mary Jess Lieberland, who will be accompanied by the band of the Blues and Royals. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to Mary Jess Lieberland.
Beautiful stuff. Hope you enjoy the FA Cup final. Thanks for watching it with us. Your commentary team, Andy Townsend and Clive Tilsley.
The two captains both know how it feels to lift the FA Cup. John Terry has done just that 3 times in the last 5 years. No captain has ever got his hands on the cup 4 times at Wembley. Steven Gerrard paraded the Carling Cup to Liverpool fans here a little over 2 months ago. 2 men who have led England out at Wembley. Gerrard may be hoping to once again before long, but 2 one-club men who've resisted overtures to move and who first met in a Chelsea-Liverpool game 11 years ago. Both managers have won the cup with the clubs they lead out this evening. Roberto Di Matteo actually did lead Chelsea out for the final 10 years ago at the insistence of the then manager Claudio Ranieri, touching tribute then to Di Matteo, who had just been forced into retirement through injury. Well, the cup's in safe hands at the start of the evening. Who will have their hands on it at the end? Chelsea-Liverpool showdown, another venue, another occasion. Their first meeting in an FA Cup final. 825 teams entered this season's competition. Here are the last 2 standing. Somehow it remains the Cup, the original knockout competition. The Cup final needs no introduction. The English sporting summer starts here. The heavy skies for much of the day, but the sun's come out. Let's hope it's still out when the Olympic final is played here on the 11th of August. Well, no royalty this evening, but one of the honourable gentlemen of football is the guest of honour. I can only tell you that Jimmy Armfield is every bit as nice a guy as he sounds on the radio. He was battling throat cancer 5 years ago, but cancer didn't stand a chance. Steven Gerrard was top of Chelsea's shopping list 6 or 7 years ago, at a time when Roman Abramovich usually got what he wanted. But it's difficult to imagine Gerrard in any colour but red. Liverpool seems to bring out the very, very best out of him. And after a deeply frustrating 6-year lull, he's back among the winners. Liverpool bidding for their second Wembley trophy of the year. The officials are under as much pressure as the players on evenings like this, maybe more. So good luck and good judgment to referee Phil Dowd and his assistants Andrew Garrett and Stuart Burt. Well, I'm sure the Champions League couldn't be further from John Terry's mind, but he won't be doing this in Munich in 2 weeks' time. This is definitely the cup final for Terry, for Ramirez, for Branislav Ivanovic. Ramirez on the bench this evening. No distractions tonight for the men that will be suspended for the season's finale against Bayern. Chelsea bidding to win the FA Cup for the 4th time in 6 years, and nobody has dominated the competition like that since Victorian times. David Bernstein in the foreground, the FA chairman, who's been a busy man, along with Mark Collins of the Challenge Cup Committee, completing the presentation party with Jimmy, who was a right back in his day, 43 caps for England in the early 60s. That's what it's all about, the cup. Well, the ceremony of FA Cup final day is part of the magic of what is very much a national event. As always, it will be preceded by the national anthem, sung by a young soprano from Suffolk, Laura Wright.
And Royals.
Final and an early May Cup final to give England and Ireland a clear month to prepare for the European Championship finals. We'll be hearing the anthem once or twice here on ITV1 before the summary's out. Some dates for your diary: England's opening game against France at the finals, live on ITV. A couple of friendly internationals before then. A tea-time kick-off in Oslo against Norway 3 weeks tonight, May the 26th, live on ITV1. And before that, maybe one or two Champions League winners in Chelsea colours. The final live here from Munich, a fortnight tonight. Well, Chelsea showed just one change from the team that started the semi-final against Spurs here. Branislav Ivanovic was suspended that day, but takes the place of the injured David Luiz for the final. It's Didier Drogba up front, bidding to become the first man ever to score in 4 FA Cup finals. Fernando Torres is on the bench. So is the man that his transfer to Chelsea financed. No starting place for Liverpool's semi-final match winner Andy Carroll. In comes Craig Bellamy instead. Kenny Dalglish's toughest decision may have been leaving out Jamie Carragher, though. 3 changes from the semi against Everton in all. Jose Reina and Jose Enrique missed that one.
14, Jordan Henderson.
Oh, Luis Suarez isn't necessarily everybody's cup of tea, but he's as smart and sharp as any forward in the English game. Always up to something, a flick or a touch between your legs, round a defender's blind spot. And Didier Drogba, well, he's just a big lovable lump, really. Graham Norton seemed to get inside him last night. Hard to fathom at times. And the 2 most expensive seats in the house. Fernando Torres, who was prolific for Liverpool against Chelsea, and Andy Carroll. The climax of the 2012 FA Cup final. It's Chelsea versus Liverpool, the latest episode of a mini-series. They've met 30 times in the last 7 seasons. A Carling Cup final, an FA Cup semi-final, 3 Champions League semis, and now a showpiece final here at Wembley Stadium. Liverpool have won their last 4 games against Chelsea. And would you believe they meet again on Tuesday night in a Premier League match rescheduled from today. When you're ready. Both teams beaten at home in the week leading up to the final. Liverpool have lost as many games as they've won since the turn of the year. Chelsea's midweek loss to Papi Cissé's stunning goals, only their second in the 17 matches since Roberto Di Matteo took charge for the first week in March. Ivanovic seeking out Drogba. Lampard making a run off him, and Drogba going for the spectacular, as he's entitled to do here. Andy Townsend alongside me. Who are the key men for you?
Well, clearly Drogba, certainly, as we've seen there. Positive start from him, good little link up again with Frank Lampard. Look for more of that. The shot's an ambitious one. He will figure, of course, so will Lampard in a blue shirt. Ramirez has been good for Chelsea in the big games recently, and of course for Liverpool, Luis Suarez has been magnificent. I watched that performance against Norwich where he scored his hat-trick, where he was wonderful. And goes without saying that Steven Gerrard, if he produces a really big game in there today, he can have a dramatic effect on the outcome of this game.
Started on the left of the Liverpool midfield, which Jay Spearing is anchoring. Greg Bellamy out on the right-hand side, Stuart Downing on the left flank. Chelsea shape pretty familiar now, with Ramirez on the right and Kalou on the left. This is Spearing up to Suarez.
In that game against Norwich, Clive, Steven Gerrard started a little bit deeper, sort of established the midfield into that game, and then picked his moments to start getting forward and linking up with Luis Suarez. That's where he'll want to play. He won't want to sit in front of his 2 centre-halves for 90 minutes here. He can't be as effective in that role. He will, but I do think in the opening moments of this game he'll want to deny Chelsea the opportunity to get it down and roll it around and start playing, and then when his team are starting to get a bit of possession themselves, start to get forward.
Ashley Cole playing in his 8th FA Cup final. Lampard's forward ball cut out by Henderson. This is Mata. Cole. Matra's gone on, and Skirtler's got to him. Looking back at Chelsea's last cup final appearance, the pitch was the issue. You'd have worried about the amount of rain we've been having back in 2010. It has been a moist month, but it is a super smooth surface these days. Wembley looks a picture. Bellamy caught in possession.
2 similar formations today, of course. We've got Jordan Henderson and Spearing sitting in front of those 2 centre-halves. Gerrard, as I said, will get forward a little bit further on as he can, and of course Juan Mata at the moment playing off a Drogba. Don't be surprised to see Lampard look to run beyond Mata and get beyond the big centre forward as well to mix things up. Lots of energy from Ramirez down the right hand side. Kalou, bit of a toss of a coin with Solomon Kalou, can be effective, can also drift in and out of the game, so we'll see how they fare.
Maybe the memory plays tricks, but cup final days usually hot without a breath of wind, aren't they? It's almost autumnal today. Bellamy, Johnson. Here's Gerrard. He's caught by Drogba. Both teams feeling their way into the final. Who played at left back against Everton here in the semi-final, finding Suarez. Downing. Bosingwa, more up than out. Bellamy first to react. Henderson back to Skirtle. Spearing. Gerrard certainly starting in a deeper role. Downing looking to release Jose Enrique, who was one of the men to miss out on the Wembley experience here against Everton last month.
Yeah, what we have seen as well, Jay Spearing, every time the ball goes anywhere near Drogba, he's snapping away at his heels, looking to just pinch it in front of him, etc. He's on the ball now. He'll never be too far away from Agger or Skirtle.
Here is Spearing. Bellamy trying his luck on this side. Enrique. Gerrard. Now Agger. Spearing. Johnson does have some space on that right flank. Good first touch too. Just ran into traffic. He was looking for a free kick. He maybe got a nudge from Lampard. Mata feeding off Drogba.
Good pressure from Liverpool there. Started with Jay Spearing on Juan Mata. And Gerrard backed him up as soon as the ball went into Mikel. Suarez forcing it back to the goalkeeper. That's good work.
Drogba licks his lips at the prospect of a Wembley occasion. Didier Drogba gets it back from Kalou, trying to slip it into the path of Kalou once more. Seen by Skirtle. And the flag against Salomon Kalou. Ivanovic. Crossing one. Just unable to link up with Mata.
He's played well for his team, Juan Mata, this season. Not always been easy for him, but I think when certainly under Andre Villas-Boas and under Roberto Di Matteo, he has figured pretty much game in, game out.
Figured in that more central role, though, since the change of management. Rather edgy start.
Yeah, it's a waste from the goalkeeper there. He's not under that much pressure. Better than that.
He could be disappointed that he didn't get to that Papi Cissé goal the other night. Probably been losing sleep over it.
Some strike, wasn't it? Amazing goal.
Terry able to reach around Suarez and clear.
Yeah, service into Luis Suarez has to be a bit better than what we've seen in the opening 8 minutes. At the moment, everything going into him is up around his chest, up around his shoulders.
A bit better and a bit quicker, I would think.
Yeah. Again, I think Liverpool just trying to make sure that They're not going to get overrun or picked off in the middle of the park, particularly with Spearing and Henderson, perhaps as the deeper players. Gerrard there again, like he did in that Norwich game, starting just that little bit deeper. Just wanting to get things going first. They're just spluttering a little bit.
Two nerves jangling out there. Cole, Lampard looking for Kalou. Johnson was looking for him too. Drogba. It came off him unusually. Henderson into the path of Bellamy. It could be a feisty contest with Ashley Cole this evening. Completed his first season in management by wearing the number 7 shirt in Liverpool's cup final win over Everton here in 1986, 7 days after scoring the goal that clinched the league title against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Great memories for Kenny Dalglish. Ramirez looking to get beyond Enrique. He's done that. It's Ramirez! He is scoring some important goals at the moment. 2 semi-final goals against Tottenham and Barcelona, and now Ramirez gives Chelsea the lead in the FA Cup final, ahead after 11 minutes.
Joe Spearing gave a sloppy ball away right in the centre of Liverpool's midfield, and then it spilled out right there to Juan Mata. Now this was always going to be an interesting confrontation between Enrique and Ramirez, because they're both quick, they're both powerful, but the Chelsea man just shrugs off the challenge and then puts his head down. Goalkeeper, he's gambling that it's going to go across him, and he's half moving to his right before he's even hit it, and in the end it tamely goes past Pepe Reina.
Catalogue of errors really. Those 2 wonderful chip goals on the run against Tottenham and Barcelona, but his pace and strength carried him beyond Jose Enrique, and Jose Reina was unable to keep out Ramirez's shot. Gerrard might come for Downing. Suarez, who's hardly been in the game yet. Gerrard bursting forward. Lampard stopped him. Ramirez to Mata. Bellamy back to cut it out. This is Jordan Henderson. 1 goal has been enough to settle 4 of the last 5 FA Cup finals. Gerrard. Johnson. Henderson. Jose Enrique. Time to pick a cross instead. Finds Downing, and he's unable to find a cross. Squeezed out by Bosingwa. Ramirez, the goal scorer. Forward to Juan Mata. Kalou is bursting down the centre. Gerrard got to the ball. This is well for Liverpool, he did.
Yeah, just. The referee actually put the whistle to his lips, thought about it. Even a certain card for Steven Gerrard.
Downing. Bellamy had made a burst ahead of it. Instead it's Suarez. Johnson tiptoeing forward. Liverpool looking for a response. Johnson surviving the handball shout. Beating Drogba, finding a cross. Ivanovic with a header away. Hit by Bellamy, blocked though by Branislav Ivanovic. He was unable to clear his lines initially, but he made a very important intervention from a well-struck shot.
Clive, you said they're looking for a response. Well, since the goal, Liverpool have been terrific. They've kept the ball, they've got people forward. They could have just done with other numbers in the box. That was a wonderful pass from Glenn Johnson. Terrific strike from Bellamy.
Well, they came from behind to win the semi-final last month. They conceded the first goal of the Carling Cup final in February. They were trailing late in their last 2 FA Cup final wins in 2001 and 2006, and Kenny Dalglish's team must come from behind again.
Well, they've waited till they've got a goal down before they've started here today. Certainly in the last 3 or 4 minutes since the goal, much better from Liverpool. Seen Gerrard further forward, closer to Suarez, people trying to get up the park, both fullbacks perhaps prepared to get a little bit further forward, much more positive.
Terry. Header away, it's by Skirtle. Mikel forward. Kalou. Now Cole. It's a little loose. Suarez has been somewhat isolated so far. Well won though. The combined attentions of Towning and Gerrard, and Suarez went for goal.
We saw one of them in the game against Norwich. That was even further out.
To complete a fabulous hat-trick last weekend. Well, they sparred for 11 minutes. It was all very cagey. It's Ramirez's goal for Chelsea. Has ignited the match. Kalou. Drogba. Here is Ramirez. Slicing his cross. Reina just had to deal with that. He had a rather nervy final against West Ham in 2006, but emerged as the penalty-saving hero in Cardiff that day. Really might have done better with Ramirez's shot for the goal.
Yep. Disappointed, we're nagging away at Pepe Reina right now. He's got to get on with it, pick himself up, deal with the next one. Of course, what Chelsea do have in their back pocket is they know that, as we saw against Barcelona over those 2 matches, if they have to put up 2 banks of 4, very solid banks of 4, they can do it.
Downing on a run into the Chelsea penalty area. Terry across, taking no chances. Downing's onside. Not the best of crosses, easy enough for Terry. Mikel away this time. Drogba for Lampard, charged out there by Spearing, and Bellamy just lost his footing.
It's unlucky because Ashley Cole had already gambled on getting the ball.
Lampard. Wasn't the best of passes for Terry. Suarez feeding off scraps for now. Ivanovic seeking out Kalou. It's a little straight though. To Henderson. Gerrard. Showed a lot of that to Ramirez. Thought he should have had a free kick, but he lost control of that, Steven Gerrard.
Yep, just crept away from him, didn't it?
Kalou. Cole up at his shoulder. Instead it's played into Lampard, and Skirtle intercepted. As much by luck than judgment, I think.
Really good ball into Frank Lampard. Actually, if he'd have cushioned that and taken that on his right foot, he would have been in with a shot at the goal.
Gerrard still muttering away, full down about the incident a moment or two ago. Kalou managed to get in behind Johnson and Bellamy, but Skirtle came out from the centre. Ramirez. Mikel to Lampard. Mata wandering to some effect, just escaping, spearing momentarily. Drogba. Osenwar had gone on, but Downing had gone back with him.
Yeah, good work from Stewart down in tracking Bosingwa. He needs to have more of an effect, running Bosingwa back the other way. That's when the Chelsea right back is... He looks frail, he looks vulnerable when he has people running at him with genuine pace, looking to take him on in the box. He's not at his best. So far, Downing hasn't done that at all.
Bellamy. Come from an offside position. Starting a match at Wembley for the first time in his career. He'll be 33 in July. Found its way to Drogba. Bounced off to Gerrard. It's been a full start by Liverpool. There was nothing in the opening moments until Ramirez suddenly burst beyond Enrique, who's certainly no slouch, and then beat Reina with a pretty modest shot. Gerrard lost a lot of Downing. Kept it in. That did go out.
That will still be playing on Pepe Reina's mind, drive the goal, no question. It's a great run from Ramirez, but he should be saving that. That's at him at the near post, but he's already lent to his right, expecting it to go across into the far post, and it's beat him too easily in the end.
Downing. It's getting there ahead of Suarez.
See there, take him on. He doesn't need to bounce that off of Luis Suarez. He should be running at Bosingwa there.
Skirtle just slipping. Bosingwa, much ahead of him down the line. Ramirez infield. Ivanovic tossed up towards Drogba. Agger got in front of him. Mata though. Now Kalou. It's a strong burst. Salomon Kalou. Just stopped by Agger in the nick of time, hooked away by Skirtle, nervy defending.
Very important challenge, wasn't it, from Agger? It's a really positive run from Salomon Kalou off that left side, cut it in on his favoured right foot. Very close to working Pepe Reina once more.
Real thrust about the run. Drogba. Skirtle's challenge, Chelsea throw.
I think at the moment, Clive, as well, Juan Mata's having a bigger influence on the game, just off of Didier Drogba, than anybody else. I really do. I think he's picking up some good areas, good positions, using the ball very well, keeping Drogba involved and the two wide players. And so far, Liverpool haven't really been able to link the rest of the team up to Luis Suarez.
Drogba trying to get beyond Johnson, which is easier said than done. Entirely from Downing, checking the momentum. Spearing, Gerrard. Side to side from Liverpool. Not really got anybody in between the Chelsea lines in spaces yet. Agger just trying to shake things up with a burst from the back. Enrique. Agger has gone on here. Just couldn't quite find the cross that he needed, but it was just something a little out of the ordinary from Liverpool, which I haven't seen too much of. Spearing is filling in for Agger at the back. Believe it or not, he was a centre-back once upon a time, 5'6". Kalou looking to curl it. Got underneath it.
Yeah, always a bit too big. On that occasion, Solomon Kalou. Decent ball from Drogba. Quality not there on that occasion, but certainly looking at Chelsea's team, they look to have a better shape, a stronger looking shape when they're not in possession, and a more effective one when they have the ball. It's not easy chasing games, certainly isn't against a team like Chelsea when they're in this mood, when they're very organised, they're very compact. And at the moment, every time Liverpool get towards the last third, apart from that 2 or 3 minutes after the goal, they keep giving the ball away.
Agger only to Ramirez. Space here for Kalou. Crying out to be hit really, but Henderson managed to rob him. Gerrard, Suarez stepped over it cleverly. Downing. Enrique is on a burst down the near touchline. Here's Jose Enrique. Tackled though by Bossingwar. It's come for Suarez. Firm resistance from Lampard. Drogba.
Twice in the last 5 minutes, Liverpool had opportunities down the left side to continue to work Bossingwar. Downing again looks a little bit afraid at the moment to really puff his chest out and make something happen in this game. He's got to find that.
Drogba. Ramirez has gone on. Trying to reverse pass to Kalou. More invention about Chelsea. Lampard clipped forward for Drogba. He's only started 3 games in the last month, all been semi-finals. He plays in the big games now. It's poor from Henderson. Kalou to Cole. Now Mata. Lampard. Ambitious.
Yeah, long way out that time for Frank Lampard. Even someone of his real quality from distance. I just think there, we saw Jordan Henderson moments ago just giving the ball away unnecessarily. And every time that happens, Steven Gerrard will drop that a little bit deeper if he loses faith in those two younger guys. to dominate. If Liverpool are going to be successful, if they're going to get back into this game, and certainly Spearing and Jordan Henderson are going to have to just up their game a little bit, carry the team that little bit further up the park, and let Gerrard and Suarez then start to try and hurt Chelsea. At the moment, everything is in front of the blue shirts. They're able to just stick to their men and see the danger out.
Gerrard picking up the baton, but his pass is charged down by Mata. Enrique. Bellamy. Downing switched to the right-hand side at this stage in the semi-final against Everton. His targets look out there now. Probably expected Bellamy here to start on the left. Spearing. And Gerrard checked the run.
That's what happens as you get them frustrated. They can sense that they're going from side to side, going back and going out the other way. And then what happens? You start to try and push it and force it just that bit too much and give the ball away. You have to keep your head and keep patient, keep on the move.
It's a very calm demeanour, doesn't he, Roberto Di Matteo? Bidding to join 15 other men as an FA Cup winner, both as a player and a manager. His opposite number today achieved both in one afternoon here. 1986. Palou. Led by Aga. Ramirez was just caught by Enrique.
It's very sharp across the ground, Ramirez. He really can motor. He's there, always there, just a little bit before the Liverpool fullback. Their movement and variety so far has been good. Chelsea going forward. Seb Mata's been influential. Two wide men have seen plenty of the ball.
Terry and Ivanovic are forward. Now just trying to keep the peace. Mata delivers. A little ricochet which fell kindly for Liverpool, who can now break out. Downing to Enrique. Spearing's got all kinds of space on the far side. Chelsea throw.
Yeah, it's just the right option, isn't it, so far going forward. There was an opportunity there for Enrique to hit a raking crossfield pass. He's tried to keep the ball in. Just run into another blue shirt. They've got to try and think of something better, be a little bit sharper, more incisive when they counter Liverpool.
Ramirez tricking Downing. He's full of it. Mata. Cole's arriving here. This is Ashley Cole setting himself. Took a little bit too long. Henderson got there. Ramirez, now Lampard into Drogba. Downing deals with it.
Good blocking there, Clive, from Jordan Henderson on the shot from Ashley Cole. They had a man over there, Chelsea. The fullback, as you said, just took a little bit too long to get his shot away.
Towards the head of Drogba, Spearing in front of him. Henderson. It's wayward. Cole. It's lost his footing, and Gerrard was able to regain the ball. Really found a passing rhythm as yet. Liverpool need to quicken. Downing. Enrique, stopped by Bosingwa. Bellamy. Enrique unable to make any progress. Suarez. Gerrard. Charged down by Kalou. Johnson though. A little nudge, free kicked.
Does that well, Glenn Johnson, doesn't he? Every time he gets the ball and steps forward, he's always looking to drive in on his left foot. Of course, if you're trailing him, as Solomon Kalou is there, you're liable to just catch his heel or just bump him and over he goes.
Centre-backs are inside the Chelsea penalty area. Gerrard. Towards Skirtle. Downing underneath it, won by Drogba. Free kick has already been given for offside. Skirtle initially.
Yeah, he was the one that was actually underneath the free kick. It was overhit, I feel, a little bit anyway initially from Steven Gerrard. Skirtle was always struggling to get that half a yard offside flag. Good positive decision.
Henderson. Spearing. He's trying to steal it in front of Suarez. Gerrard under pressure from Mikel. Unfair pressure. Free kick has been given. Mikel had a cheap shot at Gerrard there after the ball had gone.
He certainly felt that, didn't he, Steven Gerrard? It's one of those, he had options in front of him. Just maybe catches him on the top of the foot. Yep.
Cards out here. His foot was a little high. Foot against foot, wasn't it?
And I think as much as anything, Clive, there's an opportunity for Liverpool to maybe counter there. If Gerrard pinches the ball and gets forward there, there's a chance. So I think the referee's quite right. The tackle was a little bit late. And also it denies Liverpool an opportunity to get forward. Lots of blue shirts now back behind the ball.
Maybe a little lucky not to see a card of a different colour on Wednesday at Stamford Bridge, which would have ruled him out of the final, an aerial clash with Chikhtioty. Easy enough for Bosingwa. Drogba helps it on its way. Mata can set something up on the counter. Drogba. It's ambitious. It's across the ball and makes it do strange things, Didier Drogba.
Seen him do that from dead balls, haven't we? An awful lot. Just hits right through it, gets it up and down very quickly.
This first half has rather passed one or two Liverpool players by so far. Suarez. Downing. Bellamy on an overlapping run. Downing with a cross. Cole had to deal with that. Henderson was breaking beyond him. Ashley Cole couldn't take any chances.
That's much better from Stuart Downing. As soon as he picked that ball up, he only had one thing on his mind: to get at Bosingwa, tease him, take him on, deliver it into an area. Unfortunately, Suarez is not able to make the ground up and get in the box, but that's much better.
Aga and Skirtler in there again. Bellamy. Ivanovic got up highest, then Drogba. Back in by Spearing, and he's managed to pick out Bellamy. That's deflected awkwardly, and Czech improvises. He did pretty well, really. Pressure still on, though. Jose Enrique. Couldn't lift it beyond Mikel. Ramirez away.
Chance there as well for Enrique. Could have given it to Stuart Downing. He's desperate for the ball just outside him.
Downing. Enrique. Easily intercepted by Lampard. It's not the best of passes, is it? Spearing was brave. Bellamy. Downing. Held up by Bosingwa. This is Jay Spearing. Clip towards Henderson. And Suarez just couldn't quite control the header. Jordan Henderson did really well to get in front of his men and set up what was a half chance for Luis Suarez.
And to get in the box and to make the ground up, Henderson does particularly well. We'll see, it's a difficult one for Luis Suarez. It comes at him very quick. He's just trying to put something on it. Can't really get across it. A couple of times now when they've been going down this left-hand side, Liverpool, Suarez has been looking for the ball. I think they're all desperate to try and get involved.
Tried to head it in himself, the manager, down at the end where he scored his European Cup winning goal for Liverpool 34 years ago.
I just think they need to get more people in the box. Suarez needs to... He's a great worker. He's so generous in terms of his effort. He's also got to get between the sticks where he can affect something that comes into the box.
Gerrard. Also force it into the path of Spearing, and now into the path of Downing. Stuart Downing, it's deflected away by Terry. One for Mata to chase, a lonely blue shirt. Aga just easing him off the ball.
One Mata just clipped Daniel Aga's heels, but to his credit, he stayed on his feet.
Aga having a little moan at the linesman, who had a good view. Here goes Enrique. It's a good leg race up with Ramirez. And there was a push and free kick to Chelsea.
So quick across the ground, Ramirez. From box to box, he's as energetic as anything in this country right now. And Enrique is at full tilt and still can't really get beyond him.
I'll miss him in Munich. There's a flag up here against Juan Mata. That come from an offside position.
What we have seen the last 5 minutes or so, Clive, is Jordan Henderson go back out onto that right-hand side a little bit. Bellamy is just playing in the hole a little bit off of Luis Suarez. Steven Gerrard's just that little bit more withdrawn now alongside Spearing in the middle.
It's more of a 4-2-3-1 now that there is a forward-thinking player, Craig Bellamy, in the role behind Suarez. Gerrard comes to get the ball again. He's trying to stoke the boilers. Agger, just slip it through to Suarez, well cut out by Lampard. That was a rash challenge by Daniel Agger. John Obi Mikel was his victim.
We saw the card just now for John Obi Mikel for that challenge on Steven Gerrard, but I'm afraid Daniel Agger's also going into the referee's book here. What they have done well, Chelsea, is whenever Steven Gerrard's looking to get the ball, someone's always very, very close to him. They're prepared to let Agger or Skirtle have the ball with a little bit more room, let them step forward. And that's eventually how Daniel Agger lunges in. Certainly not the worst challenge I've ever seen, but he does clip him. He makes a bit of a meal of it, Mikel.
Just the one added minute. It's good defended by Skirtle.
Well, we knew it was going to be tight, didn't we? We knew that it was always a difficult game to call this one. I do think Chelsea have looked the more accomplished, better shape, got their key players into better areas. For Kenny Dalglish, he's got to get the midfield right. He's got to think about exactly who he wants and where he wants them, because at the moment Liverpool have just been a little bit all over the place for me in the middle.
Johnson's header a little loose. Agger first to it. Suarez has done well to keep that in for Bellamy. Gerrard with a flick. Away by Ivanovic. Plenty for Kenny Dalglish in particular, the ponder. Half in which Chelsea have had the edge, particularly since the 11th minute, when Ramirez gave them the lead with a somewhat soft goal. Liverpool responded briefly, but haven't quite been able to work their way back into the final as yet. Half-time at Wembley, it's Chelsea 1, Liverpool 0.
Chelsea have all but owned the new Wembley over the last 5 years, and they certainly own the first 45 minutes here today without really especially exerting themselves. All a bit too easy for them. How can Liverpool start making it harder? All questions for Roy, Gareth and Gordon coming straight after the break.